welcome to A Talk of Precious. I am Precious Archibald, a writer and a self-published author. Here on my channel, we talk about a whole lot ranging from books to writing, self-publishing, financial management, sex education, as well as relationship. And so today, we're going to be talking about the stages of relationship. On our previous video, we talked about the first stage of relationship, which is the merge. And so today we're gonna be talking about the second stage of relationship, which is the doubt and denial stage. Right? Yeah. On the first stage of relationship, it was a honeymoon, right? So this is a stage of relationship where you have come back to reality, like I finished the honeymoon. Yeah, this is the stage of relationship where you begin to see from the actual world. You have come back to reality. You have realized that what happened to you previously was as a result of, like I told you, the hormone, that the infatuation has gone away. So this is when you come back to the actual world. In this stage of relationship, you began to pick out faults. You began to see fault from your partner. This is a stage where you start nagging. Okay, what is wrong with you? You don't happen to be the kind of person I met before. Like, what has changed? So this is a stage where you begin to counter this thing. You don't even want to see from other person's perspective. Whatever your partner does is not good. You kind of see fault. You think this is a stage where, like, the person in the actual world, you get it attributed to maybe the boy or the girl is cheating. Okay, what is wrong with this person? This is not the person I met. Everything about him, about her has changed. I mean, you begin to see things that you never saw, remember? So at this stage of relationship, you might not, if you're not steadfast, okay, you might give up, because you feel at this stage there is no compatibility. Okay, remembering the previous stage, there was nothing like compatibility. So this is when you have come back to reality to see that there has to be compatibility in any relationship. So in this stage of relationship, irrespective of whether you were carried away, okay, this is the same person that was perfect to you, and this stage of relationship, you want to be left alone by your partner. This is the stage of relationship where every little thing gets you pissed off. You crack off. Like, what's wrong with you? What have you done? I can't continue anymore. This is a stage where, man, people who were so loved, so in romance, and they gotta pick up faults from themselves. The boy don't want to listen to the girl don't want to listen to the boy, and they feel this person has totally changed. Like, this is not the person that I met. The boy would say, the girl would say, you're not the person I used to know. What has come of you? They become naggy. They started seeing those negative side they never saw. So this is the stage of relationship where you want to quit. Like, it's over between us, we can't continue. I mean, we can't keep dating. So this is that stage of relationship where you're back to reality, and this person might be perfect, because unlike the other relationship where everything was all about romance, that aspect might not really be there like in the previous relationship. And so you get to, this boy is liking a girl somewhere, or this girl is liking a boy somewhere. So this stage of relationship is always bombarded with ups and downs. So it takes a wiser person, somebody who's kind of like, how to manage the other person, how to control yourself, how to you know you know um how to carry yourself in the middle of conflict. So that is how the stage of relationship is. Most times, in this stage of relationship, even though we're trying to see some red flags that we never saw, and then we feel, oh, maybe the boy snores like the girl, or maybe the girl snores, and you snore a lot, but these are the things you never saw. These are the things you never noticed. initially on that your merge stage of relationship, maybe you think these are nothing, but with time, because you've come back to reality, you have seen the actual world, and then you tend to like see these things as problems, like things you can't deal with. Okay, and so now, if you happen to find yourself in this relationship, what should you do? Should you really quit? Well, quitting is not the final option. I wouldn't even prescribe that to be an option unless the person is, kind of like so out of compatibility with you. So in this stage of relationship, you have to learn to manage conflicts. When your partner talks, should you talk back at him? Should you talk back at her? You know when to keep silent. The communication skill matters. You know how to put it up. You know how to control this conflict that is coming so as not to eat really deep into your relationship. Irrespective of the fault you've been pointing at, sit back and rethink. Because there are actually some things that we girls like see, you kind of like think it is a problem, but it's not a problem. There are some things that male kind of also think it is a problem, but in reality it is not a problem. So you have to be able to manage this conflicts. Put yourself in a position of not just letting your partner go just because you have come back to reality. In as much as you are facing reality, you can do that amicably. When to say sorry to your partner. This is a stage of relationship where there's gonna be fighting, there's gonna be quarreling. So if you are able to manage that conflict, if you are able to communicate properly in a way that won't be offensive to your partner, you can progress from this relationship. Thousands of people don't make it through the stage of relationship because they don't have the basic skill, to navigate through this process, and so they feel it is over between us. Daniel, Mary, it is over. We can't continue anymore. Some people don't make it to this stage of the relationship, but some persons do because they know how to communicate, they know how to manage their conflict, and so they get through this stage of their relationship. So if you are finding yourself in this stage of relationship, baby, it is normal. It is what is involved in every stage of relationship. So if your partner is not way out of your compatibility, you can work this out. You should be able to manage your conflict. You know when to say sorry. You know when to talk and when not to talk. You know when to silent and when not to silent. Sometimes we actually think that there is a scenario where I once was, and it happened that basically when I am, pissed off, I really don't talk like that. And so this person, that wasn't him. He never saw from my perspective. So he thought I was just keeping quiet because I want to make a fool out of him. So some people don't see things that way. So you have to learn to see things from other people's perspective. You learn you know that there are people of different temperaments. If you know your temperament, that is where we'll talk about self-awareness before you get into relationship. Now you know the kind of temperament your partner is, and you know yours. You are gonna know how to follow this person up, so you don't just end the relationship within a snap of a finger. All right, so that is gonna be it for this video. We're gonna be talking about the third stage on our next video, so please stay tuned. And if this video is helpful, do give it a thumbs up.